What's up, guys? It's your boy Zowoki, of course, back out with another Chris Watts video. This one is going to be very important because this was an award-winning documentary film that was done in 2022. I've never seen it until today, which I'm surprised I haven't been able to see it, but we're going to watch it together, which it's titled Watts, the Unglamorous Truth full movie documentary film. We're going to watch it in parts because this one is 2 hours, and we're going to split it into two. So grab a chair, get comfortable. Also, don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel by hitting that white bar icon that says subscribe. Hit the bell icon that's next to it, so when I do post videos like this one, you guys will get that little ring notification that I've posted that video, and then you guys can watch, comment, like, and share. And again, thank you all for the love and support that you guys continuously show on my channel. We are literally getting closer and closer now to 95, and the last 5,000 subscribers will be starting to count down. Again, I can't thank you guys enough. Go show love at VIQ Films. It's the only channel that has 2 videos that we've watched. So subscribe, comment, like, and share if you would like to support theirs. I mean, they only have 2 videos, so that's all I know. But I just know that this has been a award-winning documentary, so it's got to be good. And I've been told I'm going to cry. Hopefully I don't, because I don't want to cry because it makes me super tired. Let's get into the documentary. If you find it helpful, please consider making a donation to a local shelter for blank women and their children of domestic violence charity of your choice. Please do so. And I've always said this: don't donate to me, donate to like St. Jude's Hospital, cancer research, breast cancer, veterans, and now do one for this. Don't donate to me, donate to them, and just donate to them. So I'd rather it go there than me. If you need immediate assistance, this is the hotline. Darkness cannot drive out darkness. Only light can do that. Wow. I would love to have some of this weather right now. I just picture them walking towards the light. In August 2018, and the reason why I'm reading is because I have blind people that would like to know what is on the TV. In August 2018, Chris Watts killed his pregnant wife, Shanann, and their 2 daughters, Bella and Celeste, and baby Nico. I don't know why they didn't put that on there. Victims of domestic violence are often blamed for what happens to them, while excuses are made for the abuse. That's all I'm going to say. I don't need to get in trouble with YouTube. After her death, Shanann is suffering the same fate. To all women ensnared by a dangerous man, and those who are still confused about what red flags to watch out for, I am a childhood witness of DV. In this film, I share what I've learned and my perspective on Chris Watts. In the animal kingdom, sleeper fish pretend to be dead in order to catch their prey. In a process known as thanatosis, they lie flat on the bottom of the aquarium. when smaller fish approach, they are captured with a lightning-quick lunge. Similarly, stick insects escape detection by blending into plant material. I've seen one in my life. In the human world, blank men are wolves in sheep clothing who lure others by pretending to be... Sorry, I'm not as fast of a reader. Pretending to be too good to be true.
Breaking news tonight, a horrific case out of Colorado. The killings of a 34-year-old pregnant woman and her 2 little girls, ages 4, 3. Tonight, charges have been filed. Randy Kay joins us now with the latest. What's going on?
Well, Anderson, late today, Chris Watts was officially charged with the murders of his wife and his 2 young girls. He was charged with first-degree murder in their deaths. He was charged with unlawful termination of a pregnancy. His wife was 15 weeks pregnant. And he was also charged with 3 counts of tampering with a deceased human body.
Watts disposed of his 2 daughters in oil tanks and his wife and unborn son, Nico, in a shallow grave.
Where did you put them out there? Are they down in something? Are they under something? In something?
I
know, so tell me what you did. I know.
I didn't know what else to do. I was so scared.
I know.
So scared for what? Watts had been planning the murders for weeks. Domestic award-winning. Beyond the drama. The tragic true story of one of the worst cases of domestic violence in American history. That's another reason why we do this, is to make sure that it doesn't happen again. Or try.
Are you 100% positive that Bella and Celeste are in these tanks? How did you get them in the tanks? Because
The hatch on top.
the hatch.
Why would they ask that?
How do you access that?
Walk upstairs.
And then what?
That's a big question I have, is why did they ask him, are you sure that they're up there? Is that just for them to confirm that he knows?
Open it.
So
Or
they were
somebody
saying like
else?
you could barely fit an arm through that.
It's
How
a
big is
hatch.
it?
It's, I mean, it's like, I mean, you can.
There is lots of footage of the Chris Watts case. There is. The interview Watts did with news crews and the interrogation, confession, court case, sentencing, hearing, and prison interviews. I'd like to have a new one. The frenzy surrounding the case has led to books, social media videos, rehashing the case, and movies and series from Lifetime, Tubi, Netflix, and A&E. I don't think I've ever watched Tubi. Oh, I will not watch that. Nope. I've watched that one. I've watched that one. Yep, watched that one. Much of the focus in the media has centered on the blame game in a desperate attempt to make sense of what happened. Those unfamiliar with the character's traits of in a blank man create theories about who pushed Watts to murder. They blame his wife, mistress, parents, lyrics from the band Metallica. Whoa, hold on. And the Thrive supplements he was taking. This film focused squarely on the individual who is responsible, which I do wholeheartedly believe that Chris Watts was the main squeeze in the murder that committed it. But I do feel there was another hand in it when I would say the mistress. Now, could you say that the parents had a hand? I wouldn't say a hand in it, but they didn't help by not telling him that this was wrong. They stirred things up between him and Shanann. The patches, I think it made him just not sleep. So he wasn't able to recharge, and that definitely probably messed with his mind. But is it the catalyst? No. That's just my thoughts. Chris Watts himself. When police first began questioning Watts, he talked a lot about his toolbox. This film examines the psychological toolbox Watts used to manipulate his wife and family.
So what kind of tools did you have to load up in the garage?
It was just mainly I got my water bottles, my water jug, my computer, book bags. I had my containers full of just my O-rings, all that stuff, just putting it all in there because I took it all out.
Do you load it up every day?
I'll just like on the Monday, like after I get all that stuff, because I had an issue where somebody stole all my tools out of my truck. My pipe wrenches are gone, my socket set's gone, my wrench set's gone. Like we had an issue. That's why I parked my truck in front of the neighbor's house for like a few days, just to see if I could see if anybody was tried to break into my truck again. It was my fault. I left it unlocked. So as far as the toolbox is on the back.
At least he can have accountability for that.
So on the weekend you download your stuff?
Everything out?
Mm-hmm.
And then on Monday you load it back up?
I just put it all back in, just to kind of get everything out of my truck, clean it out a little bit from the whole week, because it gets filthy in there.
Watts is a master craftsman at using tools like gaslighting, triangulation, my goodness, and the pity party. Feel sorry for me. And skilled at creating false narratives using a mix of lies and half-truths and withholding of information, which somebody else knows how to do that too, you know. This is his baseline setting. In reviewing all of the case footage, I found the moments of silence the most revealing. Well, that's kind of true. Most notably, the footage of Watts eating pizza with the photo of his daughters on the table in the front of him. No piece of footage from any case in modern history lays bare with such clarity the absence of love that lies at the heart of men who commit domestic A or DA. Oof. It encapsulates the cold nature of domestic blah. Sorry. My bad. I'm not good at reading fast. It encapsulates the cold nature of domestic violence scrutinally in 4 chilling minutes. For any woman in a relationship that wonders what lies at the heart of her A, the footage reveals the painful truth. There is nothing.
Do you have water? Do you want anything, Gatorade or anything?
No, thank you.
Are you hungry at all?
Got some pizza?
I feel bad eating any of your food.
No, it's fine. What kind of pizza do you like?
It doesn't matter really.
Okay.
Just whatever.
Take it away.
Okay, so it says I can say that word. Okay.
Thank you.
Do you like that kind? Is that
I like anything.
Okay.
Thank you.
So what's messed up is he's eating pizza and looking at his daughters. How messed up is that? Man, his daughters are physically right there, man. Really wish you could see where his eyes are. He's got to be looking at it. He's had to have looked at it. Enjoy that pizza while it lasts, because that's the only civilian stuff you're going to get besides commissary. Wish that would get old after a while. Never even touches the photo. A study by Dr. Jacobson and Gottman separates men who commit severe domestic violence into two groups. Oh, okay. Doctors measured the physical or psychological response of violent men during the 8-year study of 200 married couples. Good gravy. One finding in particular disturbed them. The pit bull's pulse accelerated during an argument or arguments, but shockingly, the cobra's pulse slowed down. A pit bull is jealous, clings on, and won't let go. A famous example is NFL player O.J. Simpson. I remember that one happening when I was in 3rd grade. Simpson killed his ex-wife Nicole and her friend Ron Goldman in a jealous rage on June 12, 1994. The cobra is ice cold, has no genuine attachment to his partner. An infamous example is Chris Watts. He's a cobra. Not in a good way. Watts is a cobra abuser on the extreme end of the spectrum. He is part of the 1 to 3% of men that experts classify as narcissistic, sociopath, or a psychopath. Experts believe that Chris Watts is both a narcissist and psychopath. Interesting. Narcissism experts and psychology professor Sam Vakinen describes narcissists during a talk with Ruin DeWitt.
The minute you come across a narcissist on a date, in the workplace, in a presentation, never mind where, you immediately feel ill at ease.
Amen.
Immediately. There's something wrong. Something has gone awry. There's something creepy. It's like the parts of the narcissist don't fit together. A badly assembled robot, you know? Mm-hmm. It's like there's a glitch in the software. It's like a badly run simulation of a human being.
Okay, sorry.
It's like an android, but of the first generation, not yet fully ironed out, you know? And so you have this ill at ease feeling. It's something, and this is called the uncanny valley. The technical term for this feeling is the uncanny valley, because there was a Japanese roboticist, Masahiro Mori, and in 1970 he suggested that when robots come to resemble human beings to the maximum, we're going to feel very uncomfortable around robots. So because they would be so close to human beings, they would resemble human beings, they would simulate human beings so well, but there would still be something missing. The robotic essence, if you wish. The robotic essence, we're going to spot this because we are not robots. We're going to spot another species. We're going to have this problem with artificial intelligence as well. And so that's why I compare narcissists to forms of artificial intelligence or aliens from another planet who body snatch human bodies, and then, you know, of course they are not. They're human beings, but they are so deficient and defective human beings that they defy the definition itself. They defy the word. They're not human in the full sense of the word, absolutely. And we are uncomfortable around pseudo-humans, quasi-humans, wannabe humans, imitation humans, simulation humans. We feel very uncomfortable. So why do women ignore this gut feeling, this uncanny valley? Because they're lonely. Because they're lonely, they're self-deceiving, they want to believe, they want to hope, they crave and long for a relationship, and they're gonna overlook anything and everything. That's the truth. The truth is, had people listened to their gut instincts, all narcissists would be utterly isolated. No one would have any dealings with them. But people deny their intuition. They bury it because their intuition tells them, run for the hills, now.
In the last decade, pop culture has redefined the clinical term narcissist, sociopath, psychopath, and gaslighting, so much that these terms have completely lost their meanings. This allows predators to walk around undetected, leaving a trail of destruction in their wake. Live streaming on social media platforms does not mean that someone is a narcissist. People tell me that I'm apparently a narcissist. If being on social media was the definition or defining factor of being a narcissist, everyone on YouTube, Instagram, and Facebook would be a narcissist. Probably why they call me that. I'm far, I would say, beyond that. I have too many emotions. At the core of narcissism is cruelty, selfishness, sensitivity to criticism, and vengeance. This allows them to commit domestic violence easily without remorse. Narcissists hold on to their grudges with conviction, sometimes waiting months or years for an opportunity to enact revenge. This character trait may explain the violent nature of the murders. Watts had meticulously tallied up multitudes of tiny perceived slights. Such as when his youngest daughter, Celeste, also known as Cece, was yelling at him. When?
So Celeste, she's always the one like jumping off things, you know, just yelling at you and all kinds of things.
And when his children threw chicken nuggets at him.
Cece's in the high chair and Bella's right there, like just, I missed them throwing chicken nuggets at me, honestly, last night.
First of all, I've never had my kids or anyone. What?
Like, I missed them throwing the chicken nuggets at me, like.
Gaslighting. Gaslighting is an insidious tool used by narcissists, sociopaths, and psychopaths. Huh. Okay, sorry. It involves pathological lying and mind games that take place over many weeks or months. The term gaslighting is derived from the film Gaslight. In the black and white Nora classic 1944 film, the main character, played by Ingrid Bergman, is slowly driven insane by her husband as part of a plot to murder her.
Of this house.
A gaslighter breaks down their victim by denying reality.
Oh, please don't turn your back on me. What has happened?
Kind of like The Frame Up. Watts' role as harmless, dim-witted fool within his marriage and social circles was a camouflage.
You spilled the salt. That's what's the matter. Quick, toss some salt over your right shoulder.
Part of his con was encouraging people to call him Rain Man. It was a genius way for a man with a dark and violent side to hide who he really was.
Do you have any other nicknames or anything that people call you?
It's Chris.
Silver Fox.
It's Chris.
Some like just random ones at work, just doesn't make any sense. So
Like what?
Some call me like Rain Man because like when I go to a site or something, like if I do it once, I'll remember it.
Rain Man is a movie starring Tom Cruise and Dustin Hoffman, who plays the part of an autistic savant. Deviant, sorry.
Coffee?
Yes, that'd be good. Sally dips Sally.
I'm going to skip that so I don't get... A few days before murdering his wife and children, Watts gave his parents a letter. It states that if anything should happen to him, the police should investigate his wife. The letter has his insurance plan, or the letter was his insurance plan in case things didn't go as planned. Oh, this makes total sense. After CBI and FBI agents began to interrogate Watts, he quickly realized things were not... Well, shoot. Quickly realized things were not going as expected. So after CBI agent Tammy Lee laid down a few tempting breadcrumbs, Watts switched to plan B. I heard Nicole took some, what? An attempt, my goodness, an attempt to frame Shanann twice. First during a conversation with his father, and then again later with CBI agents.
Polygraph failed it. Not gonna let me go. Is there any reason why they shouldn't? They know I had an affair. Anything else you want to tell me? What's going on, or what might have happened, or anything? Or you know anything about what happened? So she started hurting the kids.
He smothered them. What? So I wonder when Chris gave this to his mom and dad, what did they think of it?
She smothered them. Or choked them. I didn't hear anything.
She killed them? Who? Both of them. Yes. She choked. She choked both of them to death, but they were smothered. I freaked out and did the same thing to her. Oh my gosh. I figured I might call the cops about it. But what did you do?
Did you haul the bodies off or something? I mean, I didn't know what else to do. She killed CC and choked them to death.
He killed little C. See, he's telling a story. So he killed little Cece and Bella. Choked them to death. Then you lost it and then choke her?
Lost it.
Did you choke her or...
That's just rage.
I just... sounds very rehearsed. And the tension there you can cut with a knife. I'm so sorry. He's apologizing to his father.
What was she doing to CC?
She's
just on top of her. My hands around. Hands around what? My neck.
You saw it?
I saw it on the monitor.
Okay.
And that's why I ran in there. What'd she say? Threw her off and saw Cece was already blue. It's not moving. And just that blind rage, I just did the same thing to her. Did you ever go into Bella's room? No. Just put Shanann back in. I saw her on the monitor. The way she was laying, the bed just sprawled out.
The pity play. If you can make people feel sorry for you, you can get away with anything. If you pull at the heartstrings of decent people, you can fool them into believing anything, and they will desperately search to find something or someone else to pin the blame on. Which he was pinning it on Shanann. Experts agree the pity play combined with criminality is the #1 way to identify dangerous people. I'm sure if the devil existed, he would want us to feel very sorry for him. Dr. Martha Stout. Apologists of Watts have been fooled, charmed, and duped by the masterful use of... Gosh, I can't read as fast. Use of the pity play. No infamous criminal in recent history uses the pity play as effectively as Watts does. So effectively that I even find myself feeling sorry for him when I watched footage. I don't feel sorry for him at all. Or NK. But then I remind myself that people are hardwired to feel sympathy for others. And that his whimpering is only for himself and not for his family. Still, his Oscar-worthy performance has earned him a small legion of die-hard conspiracy theorists. Who do you not hold him fully responsible? The myths of his enablers are as follows. Watts did not kill his family alone. Well, I believe that. Shanann's family killed her to collect insurance money. And now. Watts' parents were bad parents who created a killer. I wouldn't say that they're bad parents, but they weren't good, what's it called? Parent-in-laws. His mistress manipulated him into committing the murders. Yes. Bribe supplements transformed him into a killer. No. Lyrics from a Metallica made him kill his family. I mean, it does kind of... Shanann was the blank, abusive wife who pushed him to kill. Yeah. In an attempt to find evidence of the theory that Watts was an abused husband, I searched through footage looking for a still frame of him showing signs of abuse. I didn't find a single one. Victims of abuse express deep emotions of sadness, hurt, and desperation. He didn't have any of it. Watts faces expressions disdain, boredom, smugness, impurity, contempt, lack of humor, and arrogance. What Watts apologists and enablers don't realize is that the very clear traits that they believe absorb him of culpability, so many big words, are actually the same traits that criminal profilers and psychologists use to identify very dangerous people. So those people are dangerous too. The more violent crime, the crime, the more extreme the pity play, the more dangerous the person is considered. Bill Cosby and Harvey Weinstein also made use of the pity play. As evidenced by Cosby using a cane when he entered and exited the courthouse. That's pity party? Ooh, almost tripped. And Weinstein used a walker when he entered and exited the courthouse. Winston? Watch how CBI agent Tammy feeds into Watts' addiction to self-pity by rubbing his back.
What's that? Okay. You okay? You sure?
I'm doing pretty good. In the upcoming footage, CBI agent Tammy Lee and FBI agent Agent Graham Coder asked Watts where he put his family. He's aware of the implications of revealing how and where he disposed of his daughter's bodies. I still am surprised this man didn't try to go the route of asking for a lawyer. If he's so smart, he knows that they will view him as a monster. So he hesitates and does not provide them with an answer. I can't do it. But without skipping a beat, continues to try to frame Shanann for the murders. Watts has displayed no genuine remorse, concern, or emotions for his family. In the interrogation footage, he is crying for himself and mourning the loss of his reputation. Nothing else. I don't even think he's crying. I think he's faking it. Like the other witch, Nicole Kessinger. 30 seconds, exactly 30 seconds she did for crying for Celeste and Bella because they're so little. And then acted like nothing was wrong.
They're gone. There's no bringing them back. Well, where are they? That first location I went to that day. Where at? That's every 319. Where at? That location. Right there off the site. Right there. And you picked that site? First site I was supposed to take them there. So where would we find them there? I don't know what to do. I know. I didn't know what to fucking do. Like none of this made sense. Why would she hurt my fucking girls? So Chris, are they in something? Are they under the ground? Like, where would you find them? You take us out there? I thought there's no way I want to go out there.
I find it very intriguing and very interesting when he sits there and says, why would she hurt my effing girls? See how he disassociated it with their girls? Why would she hurt our girls? Or hurt our effing girls? She said, my. Does that mean it's NK, or am I looking into this? Let me know your thoughts on that one.
I will if you want me to. I don't want to go. you know you are. I know you came in today to do the right thing. You didn't have to come in. You came in all on your own.
I don't feel any sympathy for him because I know what he is.
Don't think anything less.
Huh?
Just please don't think anything less than me. Talk to my dad. Are they all three out there, Chris? Yes. Okay.
I told you your dad still love you, no matter what.
How could you let someone kill somebody?
We'll get through this. Keep telling yourself that.
Hey, Chris.
Nothing will ever be the same again.
When you came in, was your wife on top of her right when you came in? So you saw it in person?
Because I saw the monitor, that's why I rushed in. Someone was there to talk to her again.
And when you came in, she was right there on top of her?
She was right there.
Okay.
Her hands on her throat.
She didn't know what to do.
Were you trying to save Cece?
Hard glue on the face. She wasn't moving. Her head sprang over left like that. So where did you put them out there? Chris, that's really important. Just a minute.
Even though that he was just feet away from the oil tanks where he disposed of his daughters, and the shallow grave where he threw his pregnant wife and unborn son Nico. The morning after the murders, co-workers claimed that Watts was acting totally normal. The night of the murders, his wife and daughters were scared of him. But in the statement revealing the true depths of his depravity, Watts told the agents that it was actually him that was the one who was scared.
Are they counting something? Are they under something? In something?
I didn't know what else to do.
I know, so tell me what you did. I know.
I didn't know what else to do. I was so scared.
I know.
It's like my wife just did this, and I just did that. What do I do?
Right.
Or anything that I would do from there was just going to be just insensitive and just a horrible thing. You were in a tough spot. I mean, what can you do, right?
Sometimes your body just kind of takes over and... Can you show us?
What's going to happen?
You're going to jail. For life.
Would you prefer that when you're one of your coworkers?
Oh my God, no.
Okay.
I cannot have that.
Oh my gosh, no.
You said that everybody thinks I'm a good man. They're gonna see this. You're like, what the fuck did you do, Chris? Like, what? Like, why didn't you just call the cops to begin with? Well, they weren't in your shoes. They don't know.
I think he thought he was going to get out of this.
They weren't living your life.
I know, but still, it's like
People are gonna
I can never
We'll just go little steps at a time. How about that?
I can't have anybody show you out there, let anybody, no coworkers, please.
Okay.
I mean, they're just gonna form their own opinions anyways once they figure everything out anyway.
We'll just take little steps tonight then. How about that?
Yeah, do you have to have any of them with you?
No?
No, we'd prefer you.
Can you and me and Tammy and Ronnie get in the car and just drive out there?
General direction.
You just point? Chris, I know they're gone, but they're still your babies, and you're still their dad.
You don't want them out there.
I don't want them out there.
Or their dad.
And you don't want someone else to find them out there. You don't, I promise you. Take us. You give us a second so we can kind of get some things arranged to do that.
Ronnie, do you mind staying in here with him? Okay.
They're going out there. Yes!
This is just fucking horrible.
You'll be okay.
The problem is I don't even know if they believe me or not.
No, they don't. Do you want me to be honest? Watts finally admits to dropping his daughters into the oil tanks at Survey 319. But now his effect is different. He shows no emotions when talking about his family.
I think we have a picture of, is it Survey 319? I think we have a picture. Kind of walk you through that. I'm sure you have a ton of questions for us about, you know, how your night, month, and weekend's going to look. So Tammy, I was just telling him, I wanted to show him that picture.
Yeah.
And then we're going to talk a little bit about how the rest of the night's going to go.
That looks familiar to you? What is that?
It's the PRC Survey 319.
Okay. Whereabouts is Shanann and the girls?
How old is this picture?
Today.
That's today.
I would have been like, how do you know this?
Okay, can you mark it for me? Thanks. I think it's the paper, it's just gonna be the S for Shanann, okay, and where are the girls at?
Mm-hmm.
In these? So which one is, do you know which one?
Are they in the tanks? Can somebody who doesn't know what they're doing open those? Okay, it's easy to open them.
What's in the tanks?
It's a mixture of oil and water.
Hey, Chris. Hi. We just have a question for you about the site. Are you 100% positive that Bella and Celeste are in these tanks? How did you get them in the tanks? 'Cause
The hatch on top.
the hatch. How do you access that?
Walk upstairs.
And then what? So they were saying like you could barely fit an arm through that. How big is it?
It's, I mean, it's like, I mean, you can use, that's how we gauge tanks.
So you think it's about like, just like a pot, or a, what's that thing on the ground on the street?
Like a manhole?
Like a manhole cover, like is it that big?
It's not that big, no.
Okay. Was it hard to get them in there? Did you have to push or anything, or?
Not really.
Okay. We're sure, you're
Yeah,
sure?
yeah, yes.
Okay, and like we're gonna have to drain these tanks, it's gonna be kind of
Okay.
a mess, so I just wanna make sure that you're being truthful about that. And is it because, is Shanann here because she couldn't, like, could you not lift her all the way up there, or you couldn't? Would she have been too big to fit in that hole? Did you know that already?
He shrugs.
Just from working the whole field, and then I do that.
But when we drain these, they're both gonna be in each one. One's gonna be in each one. Okay. How do you drain it?
There's a backside valve. It's a 2-inch balon, drains through the pit. It's right there.
Oh, they can just drain it off? Will they both fit, all the stuff that's in there, fit in
I'm
there?
not sure how much fluid's in those things.
Did they drop down? Like, could you hear them drop? Like, did it seem like they dropped a ways?
Excuse me.
One seemed emptier than the other.
Which one do you think?
To the left one.
The one that Bella's in?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, did it sound like she would have hit the bottom kind of thing, or did you hear her hit liquid? There's no chance that you put them in there when they're still alive, is there?
No, God, no.
Okay.
Love how he says it like that.
I mean, they would be able to
gosh,
tell that
no.
because they would get fluid in their lungs.
Like it makes any difference.
I just want to make sure from you.
Still horrific.
There's no chance.
Okay. Okay.
The night of the murders, Watts was caught on camera with a gas can. I would say morning. If Shanann's friend Nicole Atkinson had not altered police Watts, or had not altered police Watts may have gotten away with, he could have definitely been out for a while. He would have returned to Survey 319 the evening after the murders to properly cover his tracks. Definitely could have, possibly burning Shanann and Nico and burying them deeper into the ground, of disposing of their bodies inside the oil tank.
County Communications, this is Stacy. Hi, Stacy. My name's Nicole, and I'm calling because I'm concerned about a friend of mine. I dropped her off at her house at 2 in the morning last night because we were out of town together, and we were on the way back from the airport, and she's having issues, and she's pregnant, and I haven't been able to get a hold of her this morning, and I've gone to her house, and her car's there, and stuff like that, but she won't answer the door, she won't answer phone calls, she won't answer text messages, and I'm just really, really concerned. And she had a doctor's appointment this morning, and she didn't go to it, and I don't know what to do. I've called him and talked to him, and he said that she went on a play date with her other 2 daughters, but, like, if she went on a play date, they're both in car seats. Why would she not take her car? Perfectly understandable. Do you happen to know her address, Nicole? I'm asking to stand outside her house. It's 2825 Saratoga Trail in Frederick. And then I said, like, Chris, can you just come home and check to make sure she's okay? Because the shoes she wears every single day are right inside her door. Okay. And he was like, yeah, I'll be there in 3 minutes. Well, that was 45 minutes ago. And I called him and asked him again, can you please come home? And he's like, I'm 45 minutes out. Okay. Nicole, I'll go ahead and put a call in. I just need you, if you could please repeat her address to make sure I have it entered correctly.
2825 Saratoga. It's Saratogatr.
Okay. Thanks.
The thing stands for trail.
While there is no way that anyone could have predicted that Watts was capable of the murders, he did exhibit a large number of traits common in abusive men. Red flags. Hold on, where's my red flag? The problem with red flags is that useless someone is actively my gosh. Sorry, guys. Is actively looking like they're not going to be noticed. No one single characteristic on its own can or should be viewed as a red flag. A person must exhibit a wide set of traits that form a pattern of behavior. Okay, sorry. In the photos of younger Watts, he looked ice cold and sinister. Okay, sorry. Obsession. After Shanann accepted Watts' Facebook request, he love-bombed her and ignored her boundaries. Too good to be true. Watts' nice guy mask was unnatural and exaggerated. He was too submissive and meek for it to be real. Red flag number 4, charming. Watts used superficial charm to manipulate and exploit people. Red flag number 5, foreign stupidity. Watts pretended to be stupider than he was, pulling Shanann in deeper, targeting her desire to help others. Red flag number 6, playing the victim. Unlike Shanann, who encouraged self-empowerment, Watts lived in a semi-premeditated or permanent state of self-pity. We can't put things on the wall. Changing appearance. Watts' physical appearance constantly altered and changed. In many photos, video clips, he looked like a totally different person. Jekyll and Hyde personality, sorry. Abusive men like Watts have abnormally gentle in the beginning. But behind their disguise, they are cold, violent, and extremely self-centered. Devaluation of his family. Watts frightening the family and Dieter. Again, Nicole Kessinger is the exact same spitting image. Watts devaluing
You want
Cece
a
with
brother or a sister?
Sister.
You want a little sister?
Yeah.
You want to be a big sister?
Yeah.
Yeah? Okay.
Man, the face. If looks could kill. Dark energy. NK's got a lot of that. Watts was visibly agitated when he showed up in North Carolina during Shanann's final trip there. His aura, the bioelectrical field that emanates off of all living things, was highly charged, dark, and menacing. The children were wary of him, and there are reports he was driving like a maniac. They really don't go next to him. The number one way to detect abusive men is by closely watching how pets and children act around them. Oh. Red flag 11, talking in a baby voice. When a tough-looking guy like this, I don't think he's tough. Talks in a baby voice while looking for sympathy.
When you came in, was your wife on top of her right when you came in?
It's a huge red flag. A very common trait among men who commit severe forms of domestic abuse and violence. Nate's red flags. A security camera belonging to neighbor Nate's turn a stitch captures Watts' movement the night of the murders. While my goodness, I'm sorry, guys. While showing an officer the footage, Nate told him that he often heard Watts get crazy. He did say that he embellished a little bit.
He gets crazy.
Does he? And that's pretty recently?
Yeah. I'm guessing that's why she went and visited people, is because she wanted to get away from the situation.
He gets crazy is what experts call narcissistic rage. Narcissistic rage is not the same as the normal back and forth arguing that some people or some couples have. Narcissistic rage is an unprovoked hair trigger anger that is so loud it can be heard from far away. I searched Google for a clip of narcissistic rage and had a difficult time finding an authentic example. We'll just use NK's. Got some. Until I stumbled across audio of murderer Drew Peterson in court. I did not kill Kathleen. Shanann's red flags. Shanann revealed to a friend that Chris scared her after she saw his reaction to the pregnancy test. And in text messages exchanged with a friend, she said, "He has changed. I don't know who he is." And she should have went with her gut. Should have stayed with her gut. But what Shanann and her friend didn't realize was it's not that he had changed. It's that she was seeing him for the first time. The true Chris. The mask.
My name is Chris Watts. I'm doing my communication speech for Brenda Armentrout. And welcome to Broomfield, Colorado. About 70 degrees and it's awesome outside, so welcome.
Behind the mask.
We did it again. I like that shirt. The pink means...
That's just the test.
I know. It just says the pink is going to be girls.
I don't know. Just the test.
That's awesome.
Quite a few women have expressed a newfound fear of dating after being exposed to the Watts case. Or is it a way to open up your eyes to see them before it's too late? The fact that they have been dating for 8 years and this happened, this is why I have trust issues. The fact that this man has never shown a sign of aggression is absolutely terrifying. He is not the typical family annihilator. The way that he discussed the murder of his children is chilling. Such a passive man committing such atrocities. It makes me very weary of people and dating. Both of these comments rely on the myth that men are driven to extreme violence by exterior forces, and that Watts has never previously shown signs of aggression towards his family behind closed doors. While in rare instances this may be true, survivors of domestic violence and the experts that study abusive men know the opposite is true. Extremely violent men that appear to be passive are not passive at all. In public, they are simply hiding their dark side behind the caricature of a meek and passive man. I still think Nicole helped. You can't tell me otherwise. In hindsight, we can see that Watts passively was far too extreme, over the top, and campy to be real. According to Merriam-Webster, campy means absurdly exaggerated, artificial, or effective. To help you understand how abusive men hide their motives by using a mask, consider the following analogy. In the mid-1960s, television audience were introduced into the sitcom character Gilligan. Is that Gilligan Island? One of the most dim-witted, bumbling characters to ever appear on networks. What are we talking about with McGregor? This is how dangerous men like Watts hide in plain sight. Although men like this are rare, making up only a tiny percentage of the population, it is still important to educate the public on common red flags of these super predators. That's another reason why we do these videos. And to teach people how to develop their intuition and gut instincts. Narcissism expert Sam Vaknin explains the importance of paying attention to our intuition.
Had people listen to their gut instincts, all narcissists would be utterly isolated. No one would have any dealings with them. But people deny their intuition. They bury it because their intuition tells them, run for the hills, now.
Red flag checklist, love bombing, ignores boundaries, extreme charm, too good to be true. You know, just excessive compliments and flattery. His presence makes you feel overwhelmed. He doesn't seem to have a clear identity. I'm a nerd. Thank you very much. Okay. Says bad things about his ex-friends and partners. Pretends to be dumber than he really is. Children and animals are wary of him. My kids and my dogs love me, man. Plays the victim card as a manipulation tool. Cindy Watts' red flag. In the following interview, Cindy Watts unwittingly reveals her son's over-idealization of Shanann. Over-idealization is the first phase of the narcissistic relationship cycle. She is also unwittingly describing his dangerous obsession with his new target, Nicole Kessinger. During their brief affair, he was following the same patterns that he had followed with Shanann. showering her with cards, compliments, and over-the-top proclamations of love. You're my everything, my sweet empanada. All the cards that she kept, but she deleted the messages.
When she needed something, I mean, he would run. He wouldn't walk, he would run, he would get it. He just always seemed to be right there at her beck and call.
And did that seem odd to you? Or?
Very odd. It was very odd.
Cindy Watts tries to convince herself that her son is normal.
Can a normal young man, and he's normal, he was normal, but he wasn't evaluated when he came into the system.
In photos of a younger Watts, his effect is blunted, ice cold, and emotionless. Got a little eye glitch. Cindy Watts admits the truth. He wasn't normal if he did this.
He wasn't normal if he did this.
It must be bewildering.
It's bewildering to me. It is. It is absolutely. How does this happen? How did this happen? And I go back in my mind thinking, was there something I didn't pick up with on Chris? But I can't think of anything except he was quiet.
It sounds like in your own mind, you're unsure as to what happened.
Yes.
Have you reconciled the idea that he could have done all of this?
Yes. And that scares me to death. It scares me to death to think that he could have done all of this. And I don't want to go there. I don't want to go there right now. But
well, it's 8 years later. Do you want to go there now?
I don't see why he's pleading guilty. I wouldn't. I'd fight. I'd fight to the end. But then you ask yourself, would a normal person dispose of the bodies the way you did? And I would have called 911 if it happened like that.
Before we go to NK's red flags, we're going to end it there for today. I very much enjoyed this so far. This person that made this this documentary, bravo, 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 bravo. I've seen worse on Netflix. Definitely made you feel a little bit more alerted with Chris. Again, I have always thought that Nicole Kessinger was involved. I still think that to this day, but the other things I don't believe in myself. Again, people are finding about this every single day. So, and obviously we don't want to use them as an example that they're gone. 4 people lost their innocent lives to make an example that hopefully this won't happen again. But we are determined to make sure that this doesn't hopefully happen again, or as much, because people will see the red flags. They will see the signs. They will stay away from narcissistic kind of people and hopefully not be not exterminated, but annihilated by somebody that they thought they could look up to as their father or look at as their love, their spouse, and they could save themselves. So don't forget to comment your guys' thoughts down below. I thank you very much for being here and taking the time to watch with me. Don't forget to hit the bell icon once you guys have subscribed. Take care, God bless, and we'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.